That being said, I won't be shy. I will not be shy, because I'm not going to... Here we go. Here we go. You're going to love this. That's right. It's going to be crazy. Here we go. Personally, speaking of being scared is what I was getting at. That was the segue. But I have my neuroses. I have my stuff, and enough to fill a couple of hefty caseloads. But, you know, I got my issues. But thankfully, stage fright is not one of them. And I thank my parents for that. Because my home was a stage. And music is how we communicate with each other. My mother was an actress at the Footlight Club, the oldest community theater in America. And my dad loves to sing. And in Boston politics, singing gets you beer, and camaraderie, and votes. And so my sisters would come home. My kitchen floor was the dance floor. My sisters would come home, and they'd always have a different move. You know, they'd be like, oh, I saw this at the club, and it was wonderful. And then they get the little guy, that's me. It's always me, and they put me up on the kitchen table, and they walk me through steps. This one was, I don't know what they call this, but this was a big one with my sisters. So, anyways, it wasn't as scary as it should have been the first time I got on stage in public. And it wasn't with the new kids. It was at an outdoor show being put on by the Neighborhood Children's Theater of Boston in the back of a church parking lot on the top of a flatbed rusted truck in the humid summer of 1979. See, I didn't have to ask what I wanted to be when I grew up. When I was 6 years old, I was already there. I'd do anything for you, dear. Anything for you. Mean everything to me. Was that good? Let's just say I wasn't ready for Star Search. But I loved it. And to make it even safer up here the first time, I got to sing a song with my sister Carol, the McIntyres, age 6 and 16, playing the Streetwise Nancy and the Orphan Oliver from Oliver. I know that I'd go anywhere for your smile, anywhere for your smile, everywhere I'd see. And I meant it because, you know, I didn't realize it at the time, but this was my family's way of saying I love you. And I'm getting verklempt again already. And, you know, I would have done anything for my sister. Pretty much, sort of, kind of. You know what I mean? Would you climb a hill? Anything. Catch a daffodil? Anything. Leave me all your will? Anything. Even fight my bill? What? Fisticuffs! I risk everything for one kiss. Anything, oh I do anything, anything for you. Yes, sir, yes, sir. And I would have done anything to keep performing. And, you know, my home was the stage, but it was just that I felt so at home on stage. And, be right with you. I love you guys. I love that I don't give a shit, too. My director is so proud of me right now. Perfect timing. But, so Oliver had this role model, the Artful Dodger, and my I rode a model. I sort of had an Artful Dodger, except I called him Dad. Tom McIntyre. Don't start with the odds either. I'm very fragile right now. Tom McIntyre was the ultimate charmer. He came from a long line of Boston charmers and a long line of Boston bricklayers. And when he was about 18 years old, he got his first job from his Uncle Dick. And Dick gave him his first job back-paging a brick wall. Now, back-paging is taking a certain kind of mortar and spreading it on the back of a brick wall to fortify it and make it aesthetically pleasing. So my dad goes to work, and Uncle Dick comes back about 15 minutes later, and my dad has done it all wrong. And Dick wasn't too happy. He lost it. Jesus Christ, Tommy! What the? Son of death! God! Oh, God! God! Damn it! David! God! Damn! He had a temper. All my McIntyres have tempers. But you see, he didn't mean it. I mean, these guys were top-notch bricklayers. They do whatever they could to get the job done. You know, it was artistic. I mean, these are the kind of guys who, this was long before nail guns, right? They would take a handful of nails and throw them in their mouth, big nails, and spit them out one at a time and bang them into the wall. Grab, slam. Grab, slam. Grab, slam. Grab, slam. Grab, slam. You see, there was music and rhythm to what they did. Now, these weren't the kind of guys that shared their feelings around the water cooler at the office. But rhythm and the music of the job was how they talked to each other. And when pretty girls walked by the job, they would woo them with a song like this. Tessie, you